WNBA legend and future Hall of Famer Candace Parker today announced her retirement from the WNBA. Me and Steve are going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Welcome to Chicago Sky Central, and here's your host, Haize.
What's going on, Sky fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Sky Central, your number one spot for everything basketball. I'm sorry, WNBA and Chicago Sky related. Stevo, real quick episode today. Want to get it in here on the news, man. This just came down less than 15 minutes ago. Candace Parker announced her retirement from the WNBA. She played with the Los Angeles Sparks, of course, the Chicago Sky, and last season with the Las Vegas Aces. She just re-signed a deal with them in February to come back this season, but I guess she decided to go ahead and not return, go ahead and end her career, stating this: "I promise I'd never cheat the game, and that I'd leave it in a better place than I came into it." And that's the WNBA is in a much better place than what it was when she came into the WNBA. And maybe that truly is. She feels like this is a good time to go ahead and retire, looking at everything. Suffered a pretty serious injury at the end of last season as well. Steve, about Candace Parker and her retirement.
Man, I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, I've been paying attention to her and with her daughters coming up in age. I think she's about to go into high school, and she always said that she felt like when she was in the league, and she put the league before her daughter a lot of the times, and she felt like starting, especially around the time she went to Chicago. She started giving her daughter a lot of input on her career. And one of the things she was questioned about is going to Chicago, because she was like, I don't know, she's getting up in age. We in LA now. But her daughter said, go ahead. And she went and gave us a championship, what we're extremely grateful for. It was a good time, brought a lot of people back to basketball. But as an overall thing, she's probably 80% of every WNBA's favorite player. She's probably some of men's favorite player in history of the WNBA. She's just one of those. She's one of the top 5 greatest we ever seen. Transition the game a lot. Was one of the first few ones to start dunking in game that we seen for the few times. A lot of things, but she was a general bucket, of course, from the Chicagoland area and Naperville. We seen her growing up killing everybody, so we already know she was gonna be cold. But I'm just extremely grateful that she came back, gave us a LeBron moment, came back home, got us a championship, turned the city back up. I was salty she left, but it is what it is. But it took, but also it gave her an extra ring, which helps her in her endeavors elsewhere. But she has a great future in broadcasting. I can't wait to see what she does in the future. So I'm looking forward to it. Hell of a career. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Great career. 16 seasons played in that over that time, 7 All-Star games, 2 MVP awards, 3 NBA titles. She's accomplished everything that she could accomplish, and that's not even adding to her collegiate career and, like you said, her high school career as well. Definitely a future basketball Hall of Famer. There's no question about that. She's going to get in first ballot. She'll get into the Hall of Fame, and you got to give her credit. Was able to come to Chicago Sky, accomplish her goal of getting us a title here in her 2 seasons here. She got us a title one of those seasons. Then you can't deny the impact that she's had on the game, the impact she had on this franchise, and she's one of the few players that's won a championship technically in every team she's played on. So
yeah.
So
And like I said, the if you just go to Google and look at her achievements, it's a list long. Like she's one of those. She's one of those. Like you can't talk about the WNBA without bringing up her name. You can't. She almost to the point where you can't talk basketball without bringing her name. She got dudes wearing her shoes. Like she's a big inspiration. I think probably, if not, probably one of the biggest inspirations for the W for a lot of women now. A lot of women play like her. You see, it's almost every forward that you see play right now. They say Candace Parker is my favorite. I model my game after Candace. And like I said, she revolutionized the game. Almost like Wake, she kind of did it more earlier than the men did it. It wasn't too many people in the forward position that was that versatile that can knock the shot down on the outside like she did. Had a nice handle at 6'4", post game, face up. She could do it all. So once again, she one of those definitely first ballot. Respect for everything, but like it is funny Levante bring up Diana, because I'm like, all right, if Candace in here is ready to go, Diana, I ain't gonna lie, it's time, man.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it also, like one thing that I want to talk about before we leave out of this as well is like the natural changing of guard between her and Lisa Leslie, handing off that Sparks franchise, right? That was going from one great of the game and one person who was a pillar of the start of the WNBA to Candace Parker, who was a pillar for the modern era, and now we're moving into the new era of the WNBA with new stars coming in and things like that. And it's a kind of symmetry to it, right? And to all of it. And shout out to her. She's accomplished everything she set out to accomplish in the WNBA. One of the more storied players in women's basketball in the history of the game. So, she gets to ride off into the sunset, like you said, have a great broadcasting career. Can't wait to see how that goes for her and gets more time at home with her daughters. So,
yeah. Yeah, because she might be on the pipeline next. We don't never know what can happen. But yeah, she got a new son as well. So I know that that's why it's not a shock to me. I knew she wanted to be more at home. And like I said, when she's broadcasting on TNT, I'm gonna be honest, there's very few women I like listening to, and she's definitely one of them. She knows her stuff, she's entertaining, and she does her thing, and she loves her family. So hey, once again, congratulations and enjoy retirement.
yep, absolutely deserve it. And
You know what else is
yeah,
crazy? I just thought about it.
what's up?
Every single team she's playing for at the forward position is fine. It's fine.
That's true.
Asia Wilson at the Vegas. You just got Cameron Brake and Rakia going to the Sparks. You got Angel Cardoso and Izzy at the Sky. Like she literally left the league exactly what she said, better than when she came in. Like that's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, completely different place, and she's still gonna be around the game. Let's make no mistake about it. Like Candace Parker isn't leaving, being an impact for the WNBA. She's still gonna be around the game. She's still gonna talk about it. I honestly think she could become one of the first as well as great broadcasts. I hope that she gets to cover WNBA games because she hasn't been able to because she's been playing. So I can't wait to see and her covering not Sky games with WNBA games. It's going to automatically up the production of whoever she's covering it for. So,
and what if I don't know if this is something she want to do, but she could be a good coach. And
for sure.
And I'm not even talking about the W. Tennessee need help. And we all know, and we know her relationship with Pat Summitt how it was. So it's almost like it would be a full circle moment if she does decide she might want to get into coaching, and possibly that's a place that she might be intriguing to go to.
It could be, but I think if she's leaving this for family, I think it's going to be a while. I don't know how old her children are, but I would absolutely love to see Candace Parker.
They gotta be 1 in, I want to say 1 in 14
and 14, something like that. So
yeah,
you never know. That's definitely a possibility. She has the mind for it, so that's not the question there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Brendan just taking out because she's taking a look at Andrew's job. Listen, if Candace Parker wanted it, absolutely she'd take it. That's
please take it.
But all right, man. Any last thoughts, Steve, before we get up out of here, brother?
No, enjoy retirement.
Absolutely. Enjoy the retirement, queen. And yeah, we'll see you covering games. I think she's been doing some stuff with TNT over the playoffs, right?
So whenever she usually does the nights that Kenny and all of them not on there, she does with D Wade and Jamal and stuff like that.
So y'all can catch her there, and I'm sure we're going to catch her around the WNBA season as well. But hey, that's it for us for today. Just a quick update. May get a full episode out later on today, or maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that one. But
make sure camp has started.
Yeah, training camp started today. So once those details come out, that'll be the next thing that we talk about. You guys can follow us at Chicago Sky Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoSkyCentral@gmail.com. And we did get a voicemail. Keep sending those in. You guys want to send in any more voicemail, 773-270-2799. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Sky related.